Very good morning to all of you. Thank you for inviting me to open this workshop. It's been a full year since the successful event marking the first 10 years of e-archiving last year. My name is Rehana Schwinninger-Ladak, and I'm the Deputy Director in the Directorate responsible for data at the European Commission in DG Connect. And I'm in charge of the unit responsible for e-archiving, but as importantly, for a number of actions contributing to the overall objectives of the EU's sustainable prosperity and competitiveness. Since my last message last year, a lot of things have happened. In particular, the Commission has now a new college of commissioners who have set a new political priorities for the 5 years ahead. So allow me a few seconds to zoom out a bit and to speak about these overarching political priorities. These cover the period between 24 and 29, focusing on 7 key areas designed to strengthen the EU's resilience, competitiveness, and global influence. These priorities reflect the need to navigate the current challenges while positioning the EU as a global leader in innovation, sustainability, and digital transformation. In particular, our work overall contributes broadly to competitiveness as all our organization, businesses, big and small, and public services will need to step up their efforts in relation to digital transformation and tech diffusion. The Commission published the Competitiveness Compass in January as one of the first 100 days deliverables. The Competitiveness Compass is a roadmap for the work over the next 5 years, building on the Draghi report that was published last September. The Draghi report identified 3 imperatives to boost competitiveness. And the Competitiveness Compass of the Commission puts forward a full plan and flagship measures to translate each of the imperatives of the Draghi reports into reality. And the one that our work specifically is contributing to is about closing the innovation gap, especially in advanced technologies. And this is multidimensional. It is about creating innovation-friendly policies for our SMEs, for innovative startups. It's about bringing down administrative burden. It's about actively supporting industrial leadership, especially tech leadership in high growth sectors. It's about really supporting the wider adoption of technologies across companies, SMEs, and public services. So how does this relate to your work, you may wonder? Well, any organization that needs to make better use of technologies will need to think in a holistic manner, which includes digital preservation in its overall strategy. And this brings me to your specific work. Originally born from the cooperation of national archives across Europe, your work shows the strength of cross-border collaboration to develop European solutions. At its core, the initiative maintains and develops the E-ARK specifications, and I'm glad to see how the creation of the 3D specification is moving ahead, as one of our major goals is to give a push to 3D digitization of cultural heritage assets. And I also want to mention the e-archiving curriculum, which aims at equipping future students to work as digital preservation specialists. And it is important that you frame this important strand of work in the overall context of the general upskilling and reskilling of the workforce in the EU. This is a very, very important priority for the European Commission. You have also put 2 highly relevant topics for digital preservation on the agenda today, and I especially welcome the discussion about the European Digital Identity Archiving Trust Service. This is part of the process leading to the EU Digital Identity Wallet toolbox, which will support the implementation of the European Digital Identity Regulation. It is one of the key initiatives of DigiConnect to reinforce trust for citizens, businesses, and public administrations for accessing digital services through a robust framework for digital identification and authentication, which will be based on common standards across the EU. It is thus important that the e-archiving community finds how it can contribute and benefit from all the ongoing work and development ahead. Last point, I'm also glad to see on today's agenda the possible synergies with the various data spaces. As you all know, the European Commission has invested a lot in data spaces, and we will continue building them. So my unit is in charge of several data spaces that are of importance here, not least the data space for cultural heritage, but also for tourism, media, and skills. Digital preservation must be addressed as an inherent part of their strategy to create, share, and reuse data. And the last thing which I will leave you with is that we have seen through these years the building up of the e-archiving community. It is an essential part of the work, and I strongly encourage you to grow it further, as this will allow you to explore future avenues of growth. It is an important part for the sustainability of e-archiving. So with this, thank you for listening, and I wish you a very fruitful workshop and productive discussions. Thank you.